Hello, YouTube. We are back again. And for those of you who don't know, I am Jade from Earth Angel Frequencies, and we are going to be talking about gratitude today. We got these cute little shirts that say, "Gratitude is the new attitude," and it inspired us to think about sharing on this topic and how important it is. But first, we're going to tap into a Daddy Joe, Dr. Joe Dispenza gratitude meditation and get in our zone and really feel it. And then we're going to share from that place of really feeling it. So let us dive into that first, and then we will come back and share on some gratitude.
Gratitude.
Hi! Okay, let us begin our meditation.
It's time.
Gratitude is the new attitude. It's not very new, I would say, but it can be new to many because I feel that it is. I used to have a challenge with gratitude. I think I was just so focused on all of the things that weren't going right that I was like, how is it possible to stay in gratitude? And how is it possible to feel grateful when all of these things are happening to me? And I think just that alone, that sentence of all of these things are happening to me, was the reason why I was unable to feel gratitude to the level that I feel now, because I really see life as unfolding for me and with me as a co-creator in this universe and a co-creator of life in itself. And once I was able to, I guess, understand that gratitude is the frequency of all, and not only in the sense of manifesting abundance and manifesting life, we must rise and raise into gratitude, but just to be happy, to be happy in my life. I really mended and my relationship with gratitude, I would say, and dove into the curiosity of gratitude. And I think like one practice that many practices that helped me, but one of them that helped me the most was to be completely present in the moment as much as I can and find the gratitude in it. Because the first step is to really, become present, finding that gratitude, like really kind of honing in on that skill to find gratitude. And then eventually you won't have to find it. You'll just be it and see it in all moments, even in those times of challenge. So I'm so grateful for life and just in general, for moments. And we're literally just in a random hotel room in Costa Rica. And yeah, I'm grateful for that too.
Yes, I agree with everything that Jade has shared. Yeah, it's simply a state of being, of recognizing that you are a divine one, and that the fact that you exist now is the fact to be grateful for everything that you've been through to even get here, to be able to tap into the opportunity to invoke gratitude.
Mm.
Each moment we can actually, within thought and feeling, and that's what we just practiced in this meditation, is to feel that appreciation for life, and not for having anything necessarily, not for having this house or this jewelry or all of these objects. Like, that's not what we're pointing to. Those are a product of living in this state of abundance and recognition of unity consciousness. But it's really just about, yeah, like Jade said, being happy. And it is a feeling, it's a knowingness, it's a frequency and vibration that, you know, you just obviously, you just feel it. And yeah, we just we just tapped into that for 15 minutes, but ultimately
A state.
it's a state of being that I've been feeling all day. Like the moment I got up, I've tuned my consciousness enough to wake up and to be able to hop right into that state. And that's taken many years of practice. And like we're saying, it's like you got to be vigilant with not giving life to this negativity. And the world has so many distractions that you can tune into, but if it doesn't serve us in any way, if it doesn't serve love and unity and peace and harmony, then at the end of the day, there really is no point to give that any attention, because what we're feeding with our attention is what's growing. So it's like Dr. Joe said in that meditation, you show gratitude to life and life will be thankful for you. And it's that feedback loop that we talk about that goes on within that thought and feeling state. And yeah, the signature that we're broadcasting out into the field, and that is just coming right back to us. So
Mm.
yeah, it's a juicy one.
Yeah. I also will say, whenever I'm not in gratitude, when I catch myself not in gratitude, I will ask myself how I can be in gratitude. And that has been like a really great practice for me, even just a change of perspective. Like, for example, this morning prior to us arriving at this hotel, we took like a 5-hour journey to get here. And this is like a very simple example. Like I was just feeling super car sick in the car because it was just super windy roads and all of that. And as I was feeling this, I was just like getting anxious and like, those lower vibration emotions were coming through. And I just asked myself, like, you know what? I'm here. I'm accepting that this is my reality right now, is this car ride, and I'm going to be here for the next 5 hours. So how can I tap into gratitude? And what I came up with was a perspective shift of just being grateful that I was on this super cool adventure driving through the mountains, like with my fiance, and reflecting on just the opportunity to even have this adventure and see the roads. And like I saw cows, and that makes me super happy. So I feel like it's really this, like, I've said this before in my videos, that you can essentially put on goggles, and that perspective, that lens that you're putting on, can really amplify and change your life. And it's a simple switch, and it's really just a narrative switch, a change in your story of what you're telling yourself. Because we can tell ourselves all day, well, it's easy for them to be grateful because they have this. Well, actually, no. It's because we've built this gratitude practice so that gratitude is the waking state. And like Stephen said, everything is a byproduct from this state. And things aren't giving you gratitude. It's actually just yourself and life itself. And you can go to someone who has absolutely nothing, and they will be grateful for their life. Like, that is at the basis of gratitude, is to be able to have the opportunity to open your eyes at the beginning of this day and interact with humans, experience life, have new conversations, new emotions, new feelings. Like, it's unlimited potential for what is going to happen in your day. And that is the gift in itself. The gift of life is everything to be grateful for. You don't need things to make you grateful or find things. Essentially, you could go to the root of it when you have nothing, like you're in your gratitude practice and you're having a really hard time to find it, maybe. Just go to life. I'm so grateful that I'm able to have the opportunity to live, because we were chosen here on this earth for a reason. And that is to be something to be grateful for at the heart of everything.
Yeah, exactly. Gratitude is who we are, who we all are. And we are all love. And that is our real nature right now, all of us. That is how we were created and how we will forever be created. So,
Also, where are
yeah,
you
go
going?
ahead.
I just got the drop in that it's really beautiful to speak gratitude to others more often, like to just speak appreciation for others. I really love that, to receive that, but I also love to give in that way. And yeah, it's really nice to just acknowledge another human being and just say, like, I'm really appreciative, obviously from a place of actually feeling it, but in truth and not in authenticity. But it's really beautiful to also speak those words of affirmation of gratitude towards others. And that will increase gratitude in yourself, but also within them, to feel valued and loved and appreciated within your dynamic and relationship, whatever the relationship is. Even if it's literally the barista. Like yesterday, we were saying goodbye to one of the waiters that we went through like 4 times, and we just said, like, we're so grateful for you and we wish you well on your journey. And he just asked us to give us a hug, and it was like
Almost cried.
yeah, it was such a
It was
beautiful
real.
moment. Like, I don't know how to explain it on this camera, but it was such a beautiful moment that happened between all of us. And Stephen and I walked away and we were like, wow, that was really beautiful. Like, we felt the appreciation on both ends for each other. And that was just a
Our
waiter,
waiter
you
that
know?
brought us food.
Yeah, and
But we recognize him, like like we're all one, and like he's my brother, so whether he's like that state of seeing clearly with the single eye of awareness, is seeing unity everywhere and seeing love everywhere, and seeing this man, it's like, I love this man. I'm not going to tell him that I love him like immediately, but because that might spook some people or whatever. But yeah, when you're living in this state, it's people feel it, and yeah, they're just like, they're grateful that we
yeah,
exist, and it opens gratitude opens the heart up, right? And that's really what we're trying to do here, is to live embodied fully with an open heart, no matter what the world throws at you, and to
yeah,
see the bigger picture in everything. It's impossible to not live with gratitude.
yeah. And I feel that it's, I can imagine that some people say, like, how can you be grateful when there's so much going on in the world? And it's like, I always come back to the fact that when we are operating from this place, like we're living in an open heart space, grateful, full of love, like that is healing the world. That is changing the world. That's in our best power, to be in this full, open heart, kind place of pure love and unconditional love, because that frequency is so high, that frequency is so pure, and it is going to change the frequency of the world. So if we all could just open our hearts up more, live in a place of gratitude more, live in a place of love more, by recognizing that that is literally all that we are all of the time, and we have the choice to be in that frequency. And if we just, more of us did that, this world would be a different place. But it all starts with you and us, and you, whoever's watching this. It starts with you behind the camera, to really take this opportunity. Like, you stumbled onto this for a reason, right? Like, you manifested this message in a way. So what does that mean for you? Which is, after this, to just ask yourself, in those moments where you're really struggling to find gratitude, or you feel your heart closing, ask yourself that question, like, how can I remain open-hearted? How can I find gratitude in this moment, even though it might suck? And put that filter on, put that lens, to just shift your perspective and narrative. It just takes an instantaneous moment to do that. And your frequency will rise. Your frequency will become that of gratitude and love. And that is going to not only change the world, but also change your life. So I think it's important to acknowledge that we can do this. And it really does take that, because it's not we're not living in ignorance or not knowing what's going on in the world. We're completely aware. However, we are also aware that I am me in this, and how can I be the best for the world, which is to live in love, kindness, positivity, and gratitude. And in the sense of manifestation, gratitude is everything. Now that we're talking about Daddy Joe and Dr. Joe and manifesting, I mean, he says this in literally all of his videos and everything, all of his teachings, but gratitude is the energetic exchange for the universe to understand and to, I guess, reward. I don't know what the right word is, but like to answer your prayers is in gratitude. So gratitude is like the language of the universe. So I think it's really important to understand that gratitude is, if we're in gratitude in everyday waking state, not just in meditation, but taking it into our lives every day, in every single moment that we can be with that conscious awareness and presence, then we're going to manifest more of that, of the same vibration, which is love, abundance, and bliss. So that's how it works in the sense of manifestation, why gratitude is so important in manifestation. Because we must rise to that frequency, charge it, send it out, and we'll get it back to us in some way. We don't know how or what, but it'll come back to us in some way. That's not why we do it, but that is the law of attraction and the law of nature.
Yeah, and gratitude also goes against the ego's thought system, right? Which is like it's like forgiveness, right? It just completely dissolves any negativity because you're giving thanks for life. The ego is always complaining about life. So it's like it's really that simple. And yeah, Daddy Joe says the state of gratitude is living in receivership.
Mm-hmm.
He says that in the meditations, and to give is to receive. And this natural state of being, there's an effortless flow from the heart space, and it just, you give it out, it comes back. So
Can you talk more about the ego? And I like that I like that stream of thought about how gratitude is the dissolver of the ego. Of what, I don't know what you said in the words,
yeah,
but I like that thought stream. If you could go down a little bit deeper.
yeah, I mean, like even giving thanks for the ego is the end of it, because you're transcending it. You know, you're rising into a higher level of consciousness. And yeah, I mean, I feel that that's what we're all trying to dissolve here, is this chattering mind that can still come up and really try to ruin the now moment. And where does it exist? It exists in our mind. That's where all of our problems exist. There's no such thing as a problem outside of you. If you can see that everything is perfect, even in the destructive forces, and see that that's part of the dance right now. And so we give thanks for everything. And that means we transcend everything. We transcend the world. And we come into the real world, which is the one reality, the one self, the one being. And this is the state to live in. But yeah, regarding that, it's like, yeah, I mean, that's what I would share about it.
Okay. Something that I just thought of was that, oh, I got it. Okay. What came through was that it's, okay, I don't know how to explain it. Let me just like clarify this one. Okay. I think we touched upon this in the beginning of this video. However, it's honestly something that I will need to hear over and over again, but it's a great thing to just share again and overlap it, circle it back. But I used to think that gratitude, the practice of gratitude, is to like write down a list of things that I was like grateful for. And I think that was cool in the beginning. It really helped me get that gratitude and find things that we're grateful for. But I actually think the true practice of gratitude is to not use things to create gratitude within you. It's actually tuning into yourself and feeling grateful, like grateful and appreciative for life. That's it, life. Life. Life all encompassing, all of the suffering, all of the shadow times, all of the light times, and knowing that it's not things that are the product of it. It's life itself in all chapters of life. So I think it's great to do the journaling and to write, gratitude lists every day. Like I know that there's like practices out there that is writing down 10 things you're grateful for at the end of the night that happen in your day, which is cool. I think that's a really great starter practice. But the true essence of building up and creating a state of gratitude, an altered state of gratitude that becomes your new state of waking state, your operating state, is to actually be able to raise your own frequency and feel gratitude within yourself. So even if you do have that list, don't just write the list and then that's it. Write the list, focus on it, and then tune into yourself and create gratitude within yourself and appreciation to raise your frequency to that and feel it within your body. So important to feel it, not just like write it down and be like, I'm grateful for my cup of coffee and my matcha today. Like, let's get to the root of what it is that actually is gratitude, and feel it within yourself. I don't think it's enough to just write a list. I think it's important to feel it and really broadcast that out, because your body will remember that feeling. And then when you're in those times where it's a little bit more challenging to find that gratitude, you'll remember that feeling and be able to tap into it just by tuning into yourself and raising it into that frequency. So I think that's the next level of gratitude practice, and one that is sustainable to really change your life.
Agreed. Yeah, one last thing I'll share, really short little practice that you can take with you is if you have a hard time invoking that feeling and there's that like the mind's kind of like, oh, like I don't get it, like I don't feel it. Like what should it feel like all that analytical uh, chatter, it's like what I do is I just hold a thought in my mind, knowing that the emotion, the vibration of that thought will be starting to flood my body. So for instance, like I am I am grateful for this now moment. Like I'll hold that thought and I won't let any other thoughts in. Like I'll take control and mastery over my mind, knowing that this thought is generating chemicals in my body and is generating literally like a charge that's coming through me and is coming into my aura. So yeah, I feel like that's a really simple practice, is to just hold one thought, knowing that the body is listening to the mind and that the body will automatically drop into that feeling state. So that's what I do as a practice, and it's been really helpful to me.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, and it also can train yourself to be focused, which I think is like in meditation, which is it's a challenging thing to do, or far out thing to do, to hold one thought. But I really love that practice
Yeah.
because it like can really hone you in and develop that skill of being so focused, which, yeah, can be really beneficial, to say the least. And yeah, there is so many things to be grateful for, and there are things to be grateful for, but there's also just self to be grateful for, in life in itself to be grateful for. And whenever you can't find those things, just come back to life itself, that we are literally eyes open, awake, aware, and yeah, just sensing and feeling and moving through life, and having that opportunity to feel all the dense emotions and also all those heightened blissful emotions. Like, wow, what a gift to feel. What a gift to feel. That's how I think when I'm in like those pits of life and I'm like, whoa, this is a trench that I'm in. And I like kind of laugh and just be like, damn, life is cool that I'm able to feel this level, this depth of suffering, because I know that the equal part of it, how the universe works, the balance of it, I will also feel this to the level of bliss in my life. So you could tap into both of those too. Anyways, yeah, I just think there's so much to be grateful for in this world, and so much. And just being here and now, and that's it, is it. To be is the essence of gratitude. And it can really amplify your life and meditation and manifestation, and make you genuinely a happier person. It can allow your life to be so much happier and easy.
Yes.
Easy. When I like developed that inner state of gratitude, my life became easy in the sense of things didn't bother me. You know, I wasn't even focused on all of the shit that like did happen. I'm not saying my life was easy, nothing happened to me. Of course shit happened. But I moved through that shit with just like ease, rather than stirring in it and like saying like, why is this happening to me? And blah, life. And I was like, you know what? Grateful. I know it'll make me who I am. And life just became easier, simpler, effortlessness in that way, and really just allowed happiness to be at the forefront no matter what.
Facts. Gratitude is everything, and it's basically that state of being is as if you're everything. You've already, like, you don't need
You
anything.
don't need anything. Yeah.
You are it all.
Yeah.
That's also in the walking meditation.
Ooh, yeah.
Something that Daddy Joe talks about. Just like, yeah, put a smile on your face because you have it all.
Yeah.
And yeah, so many. I mean, we could keep.
I know this is such a juicy
right
topic right now,
Surely.
but yeah, would love to know would love to know what your gratitude practice is, and how you feel about gratitude, and what your opinions are on gratitude. And we have a lot coming out, and yeah, I don't know. I feel super grateful because gratitude is the new attitude. And just these little cute little shirts in Santa Teresa, Costa Rica inspired this video. So thank you. Cute little shirts. We are grateful for you.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
I am reading your mind.
This feels the best. Like,
this does feel the best. The fact that we have this little robot right here and we're talking to it, but it's like 100 other people.
We're grateful. I am grateful. You are grateful. We are grateful that this is what makes us the most happy, is to affect your life in a positive way.
Yes.
Like I told Jade the other day, well, I say it a lot, not just the other day, I feel like since we met. It's like, I don't see a purpose in living unless you're being kind, and you're making a positive a change and effect on others.
Yeah.
You're not another. We're one, but your life, and that's what makes me happy. And it makes life worth living to know that we're putting this love into the field. And
we are grateful to be received with such gratitude and love as well. This has been overwhelmingly positive and just beautiful experience, and this is only just the beginning, and I feel overwhelmingly grateful to be able to sit in front of this camera and speak and be heard and listened to and, yeah, positively impact. And thank you, YouTube, for existing. And thank you, people listening and watching us and commenting. I love reading all the comments as well. And yeah, I just had some drop-ins for the next video. Maybe we could talk about how why kindness is it, you know, being kind. So much in that one that just came through. Anyways, we are so happy to have you. Please join our Discord. We created a community because community is everything. So if you would like to join the community where we have some nice chats,
Live
and
meditations.
live meditations. Speaking of live meditations, this will be up, but join us on February 2nd for our live meditation along with many others that are coming, so stay aware on that. And yeah, join our Discord and community so that you won't miss a live meditation, and we're connected all around the world. So just positivity through that channel. Come on and join. Okay.
We've got a lot coming up where our creative juices are infinitely
We are
flowing.
manifesting.
So yeah, we'll share as we go. But yeah, we just feel like it's really important to share our life on this beautiful thing that we call YouTube. Love.
Love.
Harmony.
Love.
Love.
Love and magic. That's what you are. That's what all of us are. Okay, so much love.
Shanti. Blessings.